What's up? So I played CAPR today just with paper trading, and I just kept this on just for fun to show you like how I did. I just lost a bunch of fake money today. So I'm gonna take you to the daily chart. So look at the daily chart, and it looked like a clear skies play because really like the only thing I saw was in the fours. Then I went back 2 years. Okay, fours, 3 years. Okay, fours, 450. 4 years. Okay, 550. 5 years. And then I saw this, and I just made this line like maybe, oh, I think I made this line when in the fives. I think this is where I first saw it, and then I was like, where do I see some ceilings? And I saw this candle was here, and then I was like, maybe there's something in here, and then definitely this one, which is in like the 840s, 860s. So take a look at what happened today, and this is gapping up on positive outcome news. It's funny that they had a press release, or maybe some other random company did. Yeah, Micro Small Cap. They had a press release about it. Seeking Alpha did, but they were up 45% on CAP 1002 data, and then positive results from analysis. Yada yada yada. Later, so I was trying to figure out like how I would play this if it was actually like not real time, but if it was actually like if I actually had day trades. So I saw that it was gapping up pre-market, and I was like, okay, I thought that this was like resistance but support also. Um, and I just took a bunch of stabs at this, like looking over here, this was like a lower high. Ugh, it's too many lines. Hold on. I want to get this. Oh, I think I have like too many lines. I'm going to delete this one. Hang on. Delete. And then, okay. So it kind of looked like this was a higher low, but it's just the same level, I guess. Like, let me see. Just very, very slightly. Like, do you see just a hair? Just a hair right there. Just a hair. Um, So I saw that it was a higher low, and it gapped up so fast and so quick, from the sixes to the eights. This would have been a nice entry, but whatever. And then this was a higher low, but this was a lower high. So I was like, okay, cool. And then this was actually a higher low. It was like right here where I decided to enter in the 780s, but it just flopped and it broke through this like level that I set for myself of risk. And then I was like, well, maybe. Then it stopped over here. I was like, well, maybe here it's starting to gap up. And like every single time that I took a stab at it, it just turned red and just went under. And I think that the real shift in momentum was right over here. Like this was a higher low, but then a lower low, and then finally a higher low. But it never got to this level, to that one. And that is the same level as like the top of that consolidation area over there. So this was kind of like my bottom. And I was just too busy in class, like not like I just couldn't pay attention to it anymore. Like this was a nice move, but I didn't sell. I was like waiting for it to get. I was like, oh, I can be patient. There's no money on the line. Like let me just practice being patient. And then I was practicing being patient again, and it just got out a little bit later. But this is like higher lows. Like I think this move would have been beautiful, and this move was beautiful. But those are the only two moves that I saw today. And then literally the whole day, am I in the cursor? Okay. Literally the whole day just consolidated. And then I looked at it around like 2-ish, yeah, like 3. and I was like, okay, I'll enter here, and this is my risk, the 790s. I'm playing like 30 cents, 40 cents, and it just fell off at the table, and I just let it go because like I obviously wouldn't play like this, you know? Like I would have cut it like right there. But I was just like, wow, look at, and I was like talking to someone like it's just different to paper trade. Like you can see how different it is. Like I'm just taking random stabs at it. But like I think that if I would have had like unlimited day trades, I probably would have done the same thing, you know? So I still have like a lot to learn. But compared to my CEI move from the other day, like this trade was just this trade also did the same. Well, it wasn't exact, but it found this bottom on top of this top, and then just grinded higher. Like this one, I guess it doesn't really do that, does it? Aside from here, it goes up, and then I think it finds a bottom on this top. But it's different than CEI because CEI found a top during market hours. Like this goes up and then sits on the top of the first candle, whereas this doesn't. Like if it was going to do that, it would go up and then sit back down here. But it really doesn't do that. It sits back down on pre-market highs or pre-market mid-level with a lot of support. So this one was just weird. But it was a low float, had huge volume, top percent gainer, a lot of news. You know, you can see in the daily chart that the next high is like in the eights. And it did bang its head many times in the eights. So that's how like the daily chart makes sense. Um, you know, and like it just didn't keep going. So it was just interesting to watch it. People have recommended to me to keep like watching stuff, even though it's like a paper trade. And like for this one, I saw that this one was a top percent gainer too, and I'm like, how? Like this one is like old news. Like I thought this was funny that this spiked. I think this was Friday because today is Monday, right? Yeah. So this spiked on Friday. Like let's look at the 5 day. Like when did I have my buy? I had my buy on the 9th. I think that, yeah, that was Tuesday. Then it kind of did nothing and it found this bottom over here in the 319s. I think where this first pullback is, like kind of the pre market highs. And then it just bounced like $2 off of that. So I think that would be considered like a first green day. I don't know. But I was like, I saw this perking and I was like, nah, but this just had like beautiful upward move, and I was trying to compare it and trying to like learn from it. This just was not uptrending. Like it just never broke out past this ceiling of like 885, 890, 870. Like it just didn't. So, you know, this is like an interesting comparison play. Like what would have happened? And it's funny because like, you know, I'm looking at it like hang on, I'm looking at it when it's like this, you know, I'm trying to like figure out like okay, what's the next move? Like it's so crazy, you know. It's really hard, but I was just kind of shocked. Like I actually thought that like that was gonna ramp off of this level, but it just didn't, you know. But I did like this move here. I don't think I would have lasted more than 50 cents. But so that's what I did today. Tomorrow I have all three of my day trades back. Woohoo! But I think I'm going to be busy during the morning, but I'm going to take a look during the afternoon. But I want to just play good plays. And good plays for me, I think, are ones that holds the pre-market high and just keep grinding higher. And whether that's like continuing in the afternoon or finding like a bottom somewhere, like this is a nice bottoming area, or this, like I gotta look for better bottoms, but they have to be higher than this one. So, yeah. That's all. Okay, bye.